Quinn maintains a comprehensive worksite safety inspection program at all of its facilities and job sites. Informal inspections must be conducted on a daily basis by supervisors who are maintaining a constant watch for unsafe behaviors or conditions.
We do formal inspections typically during our turnarounds or during major projects, where we'll have a scheduled visit of site leadership to come out from corporate office.
When it comes to controlling hazards, the three controls to consider are engineering controls, administration controls, and of course your last line of defense, which is personal protective equipment. Prior to selecting your personal protective equipment, you need to assess the hazards and then place the appropriate controls.
Quinn policy requires all workers use personal protective equipment that meets these minimum standards. Flame-resistant clothing, CSA-approved work boots, hard hat. A chin strap must be worn for riding bicycles. CSA-approved safety glasses, appropriate safety gloves, hearing protection with site-approved DBA protection rating. All clothing worn under your company-issued PPE must be of natural fiber. Synthetic fiber clothing is not allowed. Where flame-resistant clothing is not a requirement, full-length pants and long-sleeved shirts are the minimum standard. Do not wear loose or ragged clothing, and do not wear jewelry that could become caught in equipment. Hair must be either kept at a safe length or restrained. It is your responsibility to understand and follow the emergency response procedures at all work sites. You may be required to attend safety orientations for specific sites. All incidents, injuries, near misses, unsafe acts and conditions, or property damage must be reported to your supervisor immediately. Make sure that you report off-the-job injuries or illnesses to your supervisor at the beginning of each shift.
Injury or illnesses are always imperative to report so we can identify what went wrong in our process, so we can fix the process on a go-forward basis, and also to ensure that the workers are receiving the best care that we can possibly provide them.
Physical preparation and conditioning is key to injury prevention, so all workers are required to warm up prior to any physical task. This includes stretching within physical limitations. Take frequent breaks from repetitive tasks. Avoid lengthy repetitive type motions and avoid long periods of standing or sitting without taking breaks. Avoid awkward and compound body movements such as bending and twisting, lifting and twisting, or reaching and lifting. All workers required to perform manual lifting tasks must be familiar with proper back care and lifting methods. Before you pick up a load, ensure it's light enough to be carried by yourself, and get help if you need it.
Bend at the knees, stoop low, and make sure that the lifting load is not over 50 pounds. If it is, look for mechanical means to lift it or get a partner to assist you in lifting.
Did you know that pulling on a wrench is a form of lifting? Ensure correct body positioning. Reduce the load by selecting a larger wrench, an air impact wrench, or use an alternate method. All scaffolds must be erected according to OH&S and manufacturer's or engineered specifications. Do not attempt to alter a scaffold unless you are authorized to do so. All scaffolds are subject to the color-coded tagging system as follows. Green tag. The scaffold structure is safe. Yellow tag. The scaffold is structurally sound, but exercise caution according to the tag instruction. Red tag. The scaffold is structurally unsound. Do not use.
If the tag is not visible, the best thing you can do is to stop the job, get a certified scaffold person to come over, identify, inspect the scaffolding, and repost the tag.
Always inspect a ladder before use, and only use CSA-approved ladders. Ladders shall be set at the proper angle and secured against movement. Do not overreach on a ladder. As a rule of thumb, keep your belt buckle between the ladder rails, and do not stand on either of the top 2 steps of a ladder. The task must be of short duration, less than 15 minutes. 3-point contact must be maintained. Objects should not be carried while climbing up or down the ladder. They must be hoisted by using a gin wheel or an approved lifting mechanism.
Before using a tool, you want to do a pre-use inspection on it to ensure that things are meeting manufacturer specifications. If you find a damaged tool within Quinn, the best thing you can do is take that piece of equipment, tag it, report it to your supervisor, and put it out of service until it's inspected by somebody who's a qualified inspector.
For powered hand tools, ensure that all guards are correctly aligned and in place before use. Power tools must only be operated by authorized personnel. Workers operating powered mobile equipment must be trained and authorized to follow Quinn's safe operating instructions. This includes a pre-operation inspection of the equipment. Riding on equipment is strictly prohibited.